Are you trying to figure out how to start building a cybersecurity program at your organization? Maybe to secure the data of your customers, your employees, proprietary information that you might have? Then today's video is for you, because we're going to talk about 6 questions that you can boil the entire security program down to that will help you get started. You see, too often cybersecurity is believed to be much more complex than it actually is. I'm not saying it's not complex. It is very technical, and there's a lot of technical things you have to know, and that's why people specialize in it. But when you're getting started building a cybersecurity program, leave all the technical things out, there's still some very basic things that you can know and understand to begin building a cybersecurity program. So here are 6 questions that you can ask of yourself and of your organization to help you get started. Question number 1 is, what customer and employee data do you have? This is the beginning of any cybersecurity program. You have to understand what data you have that you're trying to protect. This is data of your customers and your employees. Things like personally identifiable information, names, addresses, email addresses, IDs, be that credit card IDs, whatever kind of IDs, and the list goes on and on. The next question you need to ask is, where is that data stored? Because when you need to begin securing that data, you have to know where it is so that you know where to go secure it at, right? Third question is, how is that data handled or processed? Okay, do you take the data from a database and process it in software? Is that data in an Excel sheet and someone actually manually looks at it and reads it? Or how does your organization process or handle the data that it stores and that is being stored about your customers or your employees? The next question you have to ask is there proprietary information that you have that you want to keep from being shared? Say you have a bakery. You might have some secret recipes that if those recipes are leaked, it could ruin the profitability of your business, because those secrets are what drives your profit. And the 5th question, which is sometimes forgotten, is how do you know that that data is not being altered? Let's talk about a doctor's office. If they have electronic health records, that is medical records being stored in electronic form, and they have, let's say they have a patient's weight at 200 pounds. And when they prescribe the medicine based on the individual's weight. Now, if that patient comes back and their weight says 250 pounds and the prescription is changed, that could be detrimental if that is not the actual weight of that person. So how do you know that the data is not being altered? And the final core question that you should ask for your security program to get started is, how long can your company last without access to that data that you have? Be that the proprietary data, the customer data, your employee data. How long can your organization still function and be profitable without access to that data? And that's going to change for everyone. If this is an e-commerce site, a company that gets all their profit from online sales, not having access to their database or the online store for the customers to process their payments or whatever, that could be quite a bit more detrimental than a, say, brick and mortar store that could still use cash, for example. So those are 6 basic questions that you can ask yourself to begin building out a cybersecurity program for your organization. This is really what you need to understand before you get started trying to layer on security controls to protect the data and to provide for the integrity of that data and to make sure that that data is constantly available. You have to understand these core principles before you move on. So below the video, we're going to give a link to a sheet that will help you walk through these steps and answer some of these questions as you begin planning a cybersecurity program for your organization.